This is Reverend with Story Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. I hope you're all doing well today and having a great day. I know it's been raining these past couple days, so I hope you're all staying dry and doing what you love to do when it rains and just taking a chill and taking it easy, while it's raining out there, my friends. And also be careful because there'll be some coastal flooding coming up in the next couple days. So in the meantime, my friends, our mission statement is our mission is to guide you on your path to find God while we support you with love and light and show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And as we talk about, as we talk, faith is very important. Faith is one of the things that keeps us going each and every day as we move forward through life. Faith is what keeps us holding on and doing what we have to do with life and keeping us all motivated. However, though, has anyone ever thought about things like, are you divinely guided with many things that you do? Hey, what's going on with it? You're divinely guided with so many things you do in life. And we are all divinely guided. Even those people who are out there that may not understand what's going on. Sometimes, you find out and discover over time the gifts that you have, the things that you can do, things like that. But we are all divinely guided because, well, God watches over their children like every single time. And those of you who may not understand that we're divinely guided, how about this for one? Divinely guided can mean something as simple as hearing a certain voice say, "Don't go that way today, go another way," or all of a sudden you're supposed to you something just kind of pushes you out of the way, or you go in another direction, or maybe you get a feeling within yourself, within your gut, that tells you that perhaps it's not a good idea. That's all divine guidance coming from heaven high above. And it can come up any place, anytime, anywhere, my friends. You just never know. But when it comes through, listen to it very carefully, my friends, even if you don't understand it. Because a lot of us probably sit and wonder, well, how did I miss that out? Or I'm so glad that I heard that what made me do this, what made me turn down here instead. A good example of divinely guided, my friends, was when I was in Arizona and one of my friends came to visit me out there. And we were up hiking up in Bell Rock area, up in the Red Rock country. And we all of a sudden just got lost, and she started to get a little nervous, and I said, have faith, believe, and have I believe in the nature spirits, and I believe that God will guide us out of here. So I basically told her to stay calm. I know the coyotes were howling away, but because I'm so used to it all, I didn't sense any kind of fear. And I told my friend, look, if you don't show any fear, they won't bother you, my friends. They're just they won't bother you, I told her. My you see my friends, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. And coyotes and wolves and all that other stuff, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. And it's just a matter of not showing the fear and just going forward. And I'm using this as a good example because when I told my friend to stay calm, cool, and collected, I basically called upon the nature spirits and said, "Nature spirits, please guide me and my friend back to the parking lot," because we were having a hard time finding our car, and we didn't know where the car was. We didn't know what trail we were on. So, it was a windy day that day, and all of a sudden the winds just shifted within 5 minutes, or maybe it was 5 seconds, of when I asked the nature spirits to guide us. And it blew in the opposite direction we were going, my friends. So I said, "Let's follow the wind," I told her. So we followed the wind, and sure enough, the wind kept blowing, and then all of a sudden it just came to a dead stop. That everything was quiet, and you could hear the coyotes and any kind of nightlife. And then she was like, still nervous, my friend. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these headlights just came up the path and reflected up the path, and all of a sudden, these headlights led me and her back down to the sorry about that. Me and my friend back down to the parking lot, and we said to her, "How did you know to turn into here?" We said to the driver. "I don't know," she said. something just told me to turn, and I did. And here you both are coming out of the forest. And I said, yeah, we kind of got lost up there. And you're a blessing, a godsend, I told her, the woman that came in her truck. And that we were a godsend because, we didn't know what we were going to do and stuff like that. My friend was a little nervous, and I told her to have faith. She goes, and I told her how to have faith, and she got a little nervous, and she goes, I can understand where you're coming from. The universe works in so many different ways, so mysterious ways. And this woman was basically that day was our guardian angel that day that helped us get back to our car that was out there in the parking lots. And so after she parted ways, we never saw her again. So I call people like that earth angels, people that come and show up out of the blue, and they just never, you never know what happened to them, or you never see them again. Those are basically earth angels. And then there's some earth angels that you'll see more than once in a lifetime because God keeps calling them back, or somehow they hear you calling them back because they're divinely guided as well, these earth angels, to take care of stuff. And it's surprising how many ways that the universe can help us, and how we are so many ways we're guided. Another wonderful story that I have to tell about getting lost up in Arizona was when I was all the way up at the Siphon Straw, heading up the mesa, and I couldn't find my way again back to the parking lot. So I basically, because I learned from my friends that are living out there, my Native American friends, and I knew the Navajos and the Apache, and they basically taught me so much, and they taught me how to communicate with the nature spirits, of course, or the great spirits. They taught me about all that. So when I was lost out there, it's at the Siphons Drop near the Superstition Mountain. I basically called upon the nature spirits again. I said, please, I'm lost. Please guide me to the parking lot. And out of that, uh, a bunch of quail, a bunch of quail came coming out of the bushes, and they ran straight down to the parking lot. And it's like, again, a form of when you request God to help, it's a form of divine guidance. You see, God is always out there listening and listening. And when you ask for help, my friends, usually what happens, the universe answers, and they show you, they guide you, Mother, Father, God, each and every day in life. They keep you from getting into any kind of trouble or dealing with anything that you're not supposed to deal with. And they help us out a lot, you see, when we call upon them. It's all a matter of you calling upon them to ask for help, my friends. And once you do that, you see, the divine guidance kicks in, and you're guided by either so many different things. God will place people there unexpectedly that will show up. God will place animals there that are like almost protectors, and that will guide you out of the forest. And I mean, there's so many interesting stories I could tell about the request that I made. Maybe I should just do a whole entire like simple series on that in the new year, within in this 2023 at some point. Because there are just so many stories that I had that came out of Arizona and here in New York when I got back. And I've always been a believer in nature and trusting nature. That's part of who I am, and trusting nature will get me safely to where I need to go, because nature is made from God and Mother Nature. So because that comes from there, well then, my friends, what happens, that is God again. God is always there. Wind can guide you safely places, animals can guide you safely places. A lot of people follow the North Star to guide them home as well. You see, there are just so many ways. I mean, even in the Bible story, that it was the big Christmas star, also known as the Northern Star, the North Star, that led the shepherds and the wise men to the baby Jesus. You see, there are just so many ways that God responds and takes care of their children in so many ways. So when you're divinely guided, listen to your heart. It comes from within, that divine guidance. Listen and go into the stillness. Surround yourself with the white golden light of Mother, Father, God, or whatever you surround yourself with at the time. It could be a golden white light. It could be a green light. Everyone has a different thing that they surround themselves with. And then go into the silence and listen for the guidance, my friends. You'd be surprised on how many things, what happens, my friends. But divine guidance is so important in so many ways. Pay attention to that, my friends. And when you pay attention to divine guidance, you may be surprised of how many new places you'll find and explore, my friends. So remember, my friends, you're all divinely guided by Mother, Father, God. Thanks. And if you like this video, please 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 click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. And this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We love you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day and night, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks. Bye.